Hi Leo, welcome to my channel. I'm Tina and today we're going to be doing your August weekly tarot reading. It's going to be for the second week of August, this upcoming August 9th to the 15th. Alright guys, I do like to shuffle these a little bit here on camera. I will lay your cards out. I will put up a photo as well for you guys to see what we pull, and then let's get right into it. Alright, a few more shuffles here on camera. This way I tune into your energy, get a better, more intuitive reading here, and then we'll jump right into what's happening this week. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday. All right, two more shuffles, and then let's see what's happening. What's the situation? What's challenging you? All right, the situation. Okay. What's challenging you? What's on your mind this week? What is your approach when it comes to the situation? What are the external influences and people and the near future outcome? And what might be coming towards you. All right, guys, you can take a look. You can see these photos as well. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Cups. And I had some technical difficulties when I was doing this. And when I did your last reading, the Ace of Cups was at the center of the reading. But I'm going to pull another card. We'll go a layer deeper for sure. But at the very heart this week, we have the Page of Wands. For me, there is a new direction that you've been recently motivated and interested in going, inspired to go into. You're just having trouble. You're having trouble kind of transitioning your mindset. You're still kind of thinking about something that you've lost recently. There is a loss here. There is some kind of regret and loss here, and it's kind of taking up your mental space this week. And it's what's kind of challenging you from progressing, absolutely, because fives are very challenging and they always ask for like a mindset shift. And what is challenging you literally is the Six of Swords, is literally collecting your thoughts, putting them in place and being like, you know what? It's, you know, when you do move on, there is a sense of loss also. So there's like this like underlying sense of loss and regret here. Even in this seat here, you could see, I think it's a woman, but I'm not sure. But anyhow, the body language shows this. This is like not an excited, happy transition, but it is needed nonetheless. And you're just a little challenged by moving into this new direction that you've been inspired by. And it's because you have to let something go. There's something, you know that you have to. It's just hard for you to let it go. And then what your approach is we do have a Wheel of Fortune here. So for me, sometimes with the Wheel of Fortune, I actually think of like the universe kind of steps in. Replace the word universe with whatever you believe in. But I think it's kind of a letting go and letting cycles take their course. But again, we're going to pull another card. We're going to go a little bit deeper. And then let's go ahead and pull another card before I get way too into it. Because sometimes a card will actually change the meaning. So let's see here. I'm going to go a layer deeper, Leo, and see what's happening the second week of August for you guys. All right. But the situation, okay. Yeah, there's something that you're like, you're not wanting to leave behind, but you know you have to. You know that it's like time for it. The time has come, and I feel like you've probably resisted it a little bit for some reason because you've invested into it and it just didn't turn out the way you wanted, and that's why there's this like sense of loss. So it's making it hard to move on. All right, I told you guys, these are intuitive messages. So like I'll be shuffling and I feel like they just come in, but let's see. One more card each. I'm gonna give this 2 more times and then let's see what's going on, Leo. And voila. I mean, it's 2020, it's been crazy. All right, let's see. Ace of Cups, man. Because I'm using another deck here, and this one's, sorry, it's like a little holographic, but the Ace of Cups came out as the situation. There is a new love or a love, like you've been inspired recently to open your heart to something else, and I feel like it's a different passion project for a lot of you. I'm feeling like there's a passion project, something that your heart's connected to, and you are Leos, you do rule through the heart chakra, like that's where you feel most comfortable, absolutely. But yeah, this Ace of Cups has been wanting to come out so hardcore for you guys. And I definitely think of, it's first of all, the relationship you have with yourself, right? So I'm definitely feeling passion project. This doesn't feel like with somebody else, for whoever I'm tapping into. It does not feel like it's for somebody else. But let's keep seeing what's happening here. And then, okay, yeah, something's gotta go, and it's hard. Because yeah, at the center of the reading, we have that Ace of Cups. Now what's challenging you is you've got this King of Wands and this transitional card. So obviously transition fundamentally is challenging you, going from one mental way of being into another. And with the King of Wands here, he's a natural leader. He's the kind of person who takes bold action. He's a visionary. He will come up with creative ideas, and he can get people to support him. He can get people to back him because he's very motivating. He's very inspirational. And I feel like this is a passion project for a lot of you. And it's hard because if, when we pour our hearts, like I think of the Empress who gives birth to anything that's individual, right? Like be it a child, be anything authentic that's authentically, creatively ours. And so even a passion project, not that I want to compare it to children. I don't have children, so forgive me for my ignorance for anybody who does have kids, but I come from a really big family. I've got 13 nieces and nephews, guys. I've got 6 brothers and sisters. It's a big family here. But it just feels like there's a passion project, and you need to transition and kind of take on this energy of this King of Wands, who's a bold, visionary leader. You cannot stop him when he sets his mind to something. He is very passionate. And this is the energy I'm feeling. This very much feels like a passion project. In your mind, I just feel like you definitely need your mindset this week it's going to give you a little bit of a hard time, because here we've got the 5 of Cups. So it just feels like you're focusing on what you lost, what you don't have, that kind of lack mindset. And then with the 5 of Swords, could be competition that you're worried about. If it is a passion project, absolutely. It just speaks of like, discord, discontent, unhappiness. And I just feel like you're just mentally conflicted a little bit. And look, these are transitional energies. You can't skip 5s, right? You got to go through them. And it looks like this week you're in that 5 mental space, absolutely. But your approach is really wonderful, honestly. And I think it's actually a really, really great approach for the energy I'm reading. Because what you're doing is you're having trouble transitioning, Leo. And so what you're doing is this 4 of Swords, which is really, really great energy for your approach. You're basically not taking action yet because you're making space for it. You're not ready for the transition. So with this 4 of Swords, you're taking a step back. You're like, okay, a cycle has to end, and it's ended for some of you, absolutely. And a new one is trying to come in. It takes faith, absolutely. But it's very difficult. And for some of you, it's a very heavy loss. Some of you could have been a painful loss, because the 4 of Swords does come after the 3 of Swords. So I do want to mention that for those of you. I don't want you to think I don't see it, because I do. I see it. Either way, the Wheel of Fortune is here. So it speaks of really positive cycles coming through for you guys. And this week, you're just kind of R&Ring. You're stepping back. You're like needing to create the space, the mental space for you to start absorbing this Page of Wands. Whatever this passionate project is, it has a lot of potential. It is sprouting. There is a lot of potential for growth here, especially if it comes to emotions, relationships, creativity. There's a lot of potential here. And it's nothing new. You'll know what I'm talking about when I say this. When I say you've been recently inspired, recently motivated, you'll absolutely know what I am talking about. Now, for some of you, this is definitely even having to do with something in your environment as well, connected to it. Because we do have the 7 of Pentacles here, and we got Death here, guys. So something in your environment you've invested a lot into. You have invested a lot into, but it is outgrown. It's expired. There's something about, it doesn't feel like a person, but usually it is, in our environment, it is the places we live, the people we interact with, and where we work. This is our environment, right? Our day-to-days. But there's something that has expired here, and it's challenging you. It's 2020. I keep saying that, but this year is like, I feel like a monumental year, honestly, with the planetary action, absolutely. And then with all the signs and all the tarot readings I'm doing, the collectives that I tap into, myself included, we're closing out chapters and we're trying to open new ones, and we're all in that uncomfortable transition phase. But something has died here, like meaning literally expired, like a way of being. And I feel like it's a passion project that you've put a lot into. You understand what it is to invest something. You're not looking for quick results, Leo. Absolutely not. Not with the 7 of Pentacles here. But as you can see, one boot is orange, the other is brown. One has been fertile, the other hasn't. And so whatever hasn't has died out here. And it's slowing you down. It's slowing you down. This letting go of where you're coming from versus where you want to go. It's a little bit kind of slowing down your progress this week, but I don't want to say slowing it down, because this is also progress. You do have to work through the 5s. As I said, you can never skip it. Now, when it comes to the near future outcome, I will say this. We have the Ace of Swords, mental clarity, ba-boom, ba-boom. When it comes to the situation, when I'm seeing this Ace of Swords right now, Leo, and this situation, I feel like whatever has been blocking you mentally, You now, after having trouble figuring out what to do or trying to take that first step, you now are in a position to think super clearly when it comes to the situation. You're going to have extreme mental clarity, and this is what's coming towards you about what to do, what direction you should take, because this Ace of Swords is going to just clear all those clouds in your head. It's going to get rid of those vibes in your head, and you're going to know without doubt what you should be doing. If you haven't already, but now there won't be doubts about it. You'll know for sure what you should be doing. That being said, we also have the Eight of Pentacles here. So if it is a new passion project, you're stepping into that mastery of skills. You're stepping it up. For some of you, could be going back to school, could be skill development, but you are fine-tuning those details. Sometimes even when I see this card, I think of all the details of our life. You're like, okay, I want this in my life, but I know everything's connected. So in order to do that, I have to fix here, fix there, fix there. So it's not usually just one thing. Like recently I've had to change my diet. I've had to change my sleeping patterns. I've had to change the way I respond, the way I meditate. There's so many things, but you're getting clearer. You're getting really clear in your head about what you should be doing, Leo, when it comes to the situation. And it looks like you're getting ready to put down the work and master some new skill. This very much feels like passion project for me. And the wheel is turning for you guys. So I'm very happy to say that. And I'm going to leave it there for you guys. It's a great reading. Super positive. Happy birthday. And I will be posting weekly readings next week as well. Of course, like and subscribe. Leave comments if anything resonates. And thank you guys for letting me tune into your energy.